Miss Vicky is in the house. How's it going, everybody?
Hey y'all, it's Vicky and welcome to another video. This is your first time here, welcome. This is your 100th time or 1000th time or whatever time it is. Welcome back. So this is Monday and I'm going to work. And I'm actually, it's 7:17 a.m. That's right. I'm early today because I woke up at 3 o'clock. I laid there until 4 and I said, I'm getting up. So that's what I did. And I'm not going to look for parking places. I mean, I'll look down here and see what I see. I don't like to park on this end. I feel the hill is much higher. If I'm going to park up here, I'd rather park on this side because it's closer to the building too. Now, I guess most of you saw my post yesterday. I haven't looked at my comments yet because, you know, I just wanted to let people know what was going on, and I'll look at them today. I mean, I looked at some, or I saw them when they come across. So I'll look at them some today, and I'll respond. I don't know that I'll respond to all of them, but I'll try to click the heart on all of them, which is more than a lot of people do. Yeah, I said it. That's more than a lot of people do. I'm not perfect, but you know, I look at some of these other creators and I'm thinking, why do they not just? It's not that difficult. I don't care if you got 1,000 comments. You know, you make a vow to do 100 a day or whatever it is, and you just do it. You just do it. If you're going to have a channel, there's just some things you're going to have to do. Heck, hire somebody to do it for you. If you're getting that many comments, chances are you got a pretty big channel. Now, I know some people just get a lot of comments. Of course, I got some words in mine. I think that's why I don't get any as much, because I got some words blocked, you know. But I ain't going to take them off blocked. No, sirree, not me. And I'm going to have to pull up again because I'm straddling 2 parking places. That'd really piss them off, wouldn't it? All right. Let's do it one more time. I wasn't sure which one I wanted. I just want this one. The main reason I'm going in early is because I've got to go home at 12 because the HVAC man is coming to check my system before the summer. Although it's already summer to me. It's already that way to me. When it gets up into the 80s and I look at that thermostat and in the sun it says 89, yeah, it's summer. It's summer, and that's all. I don't want it to get any higher, but it will. I'm not trying to complain, just speaking the facts. See, I got up and I was able to fool with my hair for a little longer today, so it looks much better. I haven't washed it since. I did wash it. I did a quick wash and rinse Friday morning because it just felt yucky. So I'll have to wash it again today. I put a little dry shampoo on it and went from there. Took the iron through it, and, you know, we'll see how it is when I get into work after I've walked through the parking lot. Because I'm sure the humidity it's 80%. Not as high as I thought it would be, but I guess the dew point's up. This doesn't tell me the dew point. Okay, what do I want to talk about before I go in? I'm going to try to get in before 7:30. There's not much really going on. I mean, like I said in the post what was happening. I mean, I don't know if you can tell on my arm. It's a little red there. And it does feel kind of like there's a knot. It's nothing like when I had COVID arm. At least not yet. But you know, the COVID arm, when I got that really bad COVID arm, and I'll try to stick the picture up in here. It wasn't until like maybe 6-7 days afterwards. It was the first one. And then it each day it got a little worse, and then by the time it come time for the second one, it was almost clear, but not quite. Anyway, that was just the way that went. It was something that I had to do if I wanted to stay employed. So that's what I did. That's right, we were considered essential. And I'm not going to get into all that, but it's neither here nor there. Anyway, I don't regret getting this one at all. I knew that it was probably going to hurt. I knew that it was probably going to send me in a flare or close to it. And I think it's kind of what it was. It was close, but not quite. And if it was a flare, it was really mostly only maybe from the 24 hours after I had it until, I mean, I knew when I woke up Friday morning that I could not work. If I did, I felt like I'd really be pushing myself, and there was no sense in it because I have days I can take. So that's what I did. What I did. What I done. What I done. What I did. All right, we're going to jump off of that. I'm going to move on now. And we'll talk about why you're here, Tim. Or why the majority of you are here, I'll put it that way. I did not watch him all weekend until this morning. I knew that if I watched him, I'd probably start hurting worse. Because he just gets on my nerves when he's doing this mess with that truck and them ramps and all that stuff. And I thought, well, surely there'll be somebody else that will talk about this. And Dinger and Z-Car did. So I'm glad. And I mean, I'm even having a hard time watching Ray's lives when she shows him. I don't know. I just needed a break, I guess. Now, I did watch all of that. Well, I say I watched all of it. I watched most of it. I didn't watch to the last minute of the one he did this morning, or in the night he put up. I think it said 7 hours ago. Him talking about retirement, you know. If you want to slow it down, here's how to do it. I mean, time. If you want to slow down time, here's how to do it. He was just regurgitating everything he said in other videos. He just changed the title. That was all. He did try to change the age that he says that we all live to. And it's now, he says it's gone up from 73 or 74 to 76. So I guess he's going to live a few years longer than now. And I guess according to him, time slows down when you take it easy. But when you're trying to cram all this stuff in 10 years, then it goes by fast. Well, duh. I mean, and I've never understood why he wants to cram all this in. He's done all this stuff before. Why does he want to do it again? When doing it this time could be worse. I mean, it could really take a toll on his body. And when I'm talking about riding the dirt bike and all that stuff, I don't understand why he wants to do that so bad. And I don't know that he really wants to. I think he thought he wanted to. But now that he's committed, or he thinks he's committed, he feels like he has to do it. I don't understand why he has to buy all these accessories to do all this stuff. But I'm not a man, so maybe that's the biggest difference, is I don't understand. You know, I mean, if I really wanted to ride a dirt bike or something, don't they rent them out there? You know, isn't that something you can do? I would think so, but maybe I'm wrong. Somebody can let me know, because I've never been. The farthest west I've been is probably Nashville, Tennessee. I've been down to Alabama. I've not been to Mississippi, so I guess the furthest west I've been is Nashville. You know, if you go down. You know, the only place I went to Alabama was Talladega. Well, I went to Birmingham, but I mean, that's the furthest that way. You know, I'm just not one to want to travel all these places. I like home too good. I mean, they're nice to think about, but I don't have to do that anymore. I've got YouTube. I can watch other people do it and let them get tired, and I don't have to do that. That's the way I look at it. So anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Just, he does a lot of stuff, just don't understand. And I don't see that it's getting any more views than what he gets. And, you know, that's just the way it is. I will say this. I do appreciate all the great comments I've been getting. And my numbers are still going up for whatever reason. I don't know if they're troll accounts or people that really want to watch. You know, if you're here and you're new, just say hello in the comments. And I would appreciate it. That way I know. I mean, I can tell, but not everybody has their, you know, I've got mine set to private, so people can't tell who I subscribe to, because that's just the way I am. I'm pretty private, you know. And, oh, I know. I did get one comment talking about, I knew I would get one of Carpetbaggers people over here. And of course, it's always the same thing. They don't have nothing new to add except, why don't you concentrate on your own life instead of somebody else's? Well, how do you know I'm not concentrating on mine? You've watched one video. If you even watched all of it, who knows? You know, I'm not going to make an opinion on someone off of one video. I'm going to watch several of them. I'm going to look at their history to see what they've made videos on. If they look at my history, they know I don't always talk about people. Maybe I have more in the past 2 years, but I mean, there's times I don't say anything about anybody. Oh, and they said I was after views from Adam. Well, maybe I am. Maybe I'll join Carpetbagger and all the rest of them. And speaking of that, he's over in Europe with Jenny Penny, which is good that they're over there together. And they're having, it's not really a vacation, I don't guess, because they're filming for YouTube. So to me, that's not a vacation. To me, a vacation is you go and you don't film anything except what you want to film. You're not going over there just to film for YouTube. So they're over there doing a work trip, I guess, is what I would need to say. Also, Chris the Girl, for those of you that watch her, you've probably seen it by now. She quit her 9-to-5 job. And we all knew it was coming. It was funny, though, that she quit it almost to, okay, I've done went on too long because the alarm went off. Anyway, she quit almost to the exact day that Tampa J announced he quit. But she had already quit or she was on her last day or whatever. She filmed the video before she quit. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. I wish her the best. I hope it works out the way she wants to. To me, she doesn't get the views to warrant quitting a 9-to-5 job. But I have a feeling she's being helped out. And Jay's views have dropped quite a bit too from his. But I know his main views come in the fall when he goes to all these haunted places. So, but it was nice to see them take a hike together. They make me want to go to Cumberland Gap. I've never really thought about Cumberland Gap. But it's not that far from here. And so who knows? We might go to Cumberland Gap sometime or another when we're over the Smoky Mountain way. All right. Gotta go, y'all. Y'all have a great day. Talk to y'all later. Love you. Thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd love to have you. Leave me a comment and click the thumbs up. Make sure that thumb is up. If it's down, whatever. Thank you. Love you. Bye.